What's up, guys? Swilks here, and we are back for episode 2 of my Midwest Living series on the Midwest Horizons map. If you'll remember last time when we left off in episode 1, I had cut this bean field, got it out of the way, got it done and out of the way. And then I also built my house site. So, built that over there, and I ended up placing a tree accidentally in front of my garage, which is a dumbass mistake. But now I've got to lease a wood chipper and clean it up here at some point. I'm not going to tackle that right now. It's not that big of an issue. We also tilled up field 89, so set up some Courseplay, got it rolling on that, and that guy knocked it out. Now it's time to get ready to harvest all this corn you can see over there on the horizon. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get after it. Alright guys, so I just picked up this 612C, I believe it is, from JHHG Modding. It was just released here recently. It's a nice 12-row corn header. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead, get it put on the trailer that I just picked up, as well as a Dodge Dually over there. We're going to get all of this headed back over to the house so we can knock that cornfield out real quick and start building on the farm. Go ahead and get this Courseplay set up. Actually, go ahead and get this follow me set up, and then we will start the Courseplay. Alright, we'll see you guys back at the house. Alright, we just made it back to the farm. It's almost dark. Go ahead and snap this corn header on and get ready to roll. Such a good looking mod. Those guys do such a good job over there. JHHG. I believe those are the same guys that are involved with this combine as well. It's pretty bitchin'. Pretty bitchin' model. Good scripting. It all works. Good stuff. So if you guys are looking for some mods, I will have a link in the description to my mods list that I'm currently using. I'll update it as I buy equipment throughout. This combine is on there, so definitely check it out if you're interested. Just looks so good. Alright, well, now it's time to watch the paint dry here. We'll wait on this to get ready. See you guys in a minute. Alright, so the crop's just finished up, but while I'm waiting on it to get a little bit lighter, so I just don't really care to play in the dark, I'm going to go ahead and get the Courseplay set up for this auger wagon. Let's go ahead, open the pipe up. Uh-oh. Same thing happened to me the other day on a different save game. It's not good. This tractor might be broke. Okay, so nobody's in it. I wonder... Oh, there we go. Alright, parking. Pipe up. Go ahead and stop it right there. Alright, now we'll wait on it to get daytime. Alright, while we're waiting on it to lighten up here, I'm going to go ahead and hop in this truck and run the beans that I have in here. Kind of forgot they were still sitting in here, so I'm going to go ahead and run it down to the Cooper Farms elevator. Empty it out and get it ready to roll with the corn here. Alright, we're back. Let's go hop in the combine down here and get rolling. Make sure this is right. Okay. Make sure I'm lined up somewhat straight. I'm probably not going for it. Set the GPS on and let it bump. If you guys haven't used the GPS mod, which I'm sure most of you have, but this newest version is pretty cool, even though I'm pretty sure, yeah, I screwed that line up. Oh well. But the newest version is pretty cool because it gives you all the sounds and they're realistic to what like the actual, you know, the John Deere system sounds like. It's funny, I was talking to one of my buddies back during wheat harvest at home and he was actually out harvesting and I had my headphones unplugged. I was playing through my speakers and he had me on the Bluetooth system in the tractor. So I'd be talking to him and as I was playing I kept getting thrown off the GPS track. And it kept beeping at me on the computer. And, yeah, he didn't know what to think of that. It was pretty funny. I thought something was wrong with his tractor. Which, obviously, was good entertainment for me, so. But, yeah, that being said, it's pretty realistic. It beeps at you. When you get off track, it beeps at you to let you know you've got on track and started. And then, right there, it just beeped at me to let you know, to let me know that I'm at the end of my track here, or at the end of the field. It won't turn for you or anything, but that is realistic. They don't turn for you in real life, so just gonna, or at least that I'm aware of. I could be wrong on that. Someone's probably gonna cheer me out in the comments. That's okay. Let's go ahead and finish putting this end row in, and then we're gonna request that tractor and see if the Courseplay is working like it's supposed to. Alright guys, so I'm 71% full here. We've almost made a full pass around this field. And I could just stop and unload into the auger wagon, but I kind of want to see if he will pick me up. So I could either wait until I get almost full, but I'd rather go down here to the end. Yeah, so we have a worker sitting in it, so I'd rather just go down here to the end. Oh, yep, I heard it fire up. I think, yep, it must be set to 80%. Let's see if he picks me up here. Hoping this works because I don't want to have to hire out all the combining at all the time. Oh, let me back up, buddy. Oh, it's going to be close. Alright, let's do it. Okay, sorry, I'm messing with my controls here. Alright. I have the enable fly on because I was getting some cool shots for you guys earlier, and by default, O is what closes out of your HUD, or what hides it. So, kept opening and closing my pipe. Alright, let's get to the end here and we'll just park and wait. This is pretty cool though. I could probably just run along the outside of the field and he would stay with me. So we'll just sit here until we're empty. No, we're getting close. It's starting to disappear. Yep, there we go. There's the waterfall. Check out that texture right there. That's glorious. It's just melting away out of my hopper. Alright, well that's cool. Kind of showed you guys how to set that up when I started with it. So now that we've got that going, I'm going to go ahead and knock this field out. We'll see you guys at the end. Okay guys, so I just ran into some issues with Courseplay. As you can see, this combine really isn't moving, and I've just hired it out. I'm not using the Courseplay, I'm using the in-game AI. I removed the Courseplay from the save game, took all the files out, and deselected it when I went to start. So I don't know what the deal is, so from here on out, unfortunately, I think I'm not going to use Courseplay. It's not worth it. I've got a lot of mods that I really enjoy using, and they just don't work with Courseplay. It either gets screwed up, it deletes my save game, or something weird like this happens. So as awesome as that is, maybe I'll make a series where I try to learn about it just using what comes with the game and maybe a custom map or something. But for now, I'm ditching it and we're going to move forward without it. So that means selling this combine because something's wrong with it, replacing it, and yeah, just gonna start moving forward. So we'll see you guys when I have a new combine. Okay, so that may have been a blessing in disguise. This is the combine I was wanting to use from the start, this 9750 STS. This is a 2000 model, I believe, with the Mauer XL extension, the different tailboard, different pipe, bigger engine, and then the 520 duals. So yeah, this is a good looking rig. We're going to go ahead and take it back to the farm and get it rolling. Again, no Courseplay. I'm bummed on that, but I am excited to get to start using this stuff instead. So let's go ahead and get it back. Back to the farm. Here we go. And just like that, we're back in business, guys. Hopefully I don't have any more issues like that. Now that I'm not running Courseplay, we should be able to just bump right along here. Upgraded the engine in this thing when I bought it, and it seems like it's running faster than the other one did. I think it has more horsepower. I'm not entirely sure if that would affect it or not. I don't know. Maybe that's specific to the mod. You guys might know. If you do, leave it in the comments, because I'm not entirely sure. One thing I do notice that's different, it may just be the tailboard on this, but the way that the stuff comes out the back, I'm drawing a blank here for what it's called. Clippings, chaff, whatever it is, I don't know. I'm probably going to get shredded in the comments for that as well, but that stuff that's coming out in the back, the animation's different between combine to combine, so there's a little bit of a comparison, but it might be the fact that I put a different tailboard on it. So, yeah, it's spitting them out way further instead of just right out the back of the combine and on the ground like the other one did. Looks pretty cool. So, yeah, we'll move on to the next project. So that one has an empty hopper. We'll be able to catch it. Something I could just notice. I don't know what's up with the texture on that rear tire. It is not getting dirty like the rest of it. I've never seen this happen to this tractor. Maybe that's another issue with Courseplay. I don't know. That's why I decided to get rid of it. It is just acting super weird for my game. Alright, I'm going to leave this cat here while we're waiting on the worker to get full so I can pick him up with the auger wagon. I'm going to go ahead and pull this stuff out of the way, and I'm going to get started working on the farm. I need to expand on the farmyard a little bit. We're getting some equipment, so I want to make sure that it's going to look right, look nice, have a place to park stuff instead of just parking it in the field like I did there. So let's go ahead and pull this into the driveway. It's a good place for it. Make it out of my way, and I can look at this tree and then remember that I've got to confront that at some point, which I hate forestry. on here. I don't hate forestry on here, but it's definitely not my favorite thing to do. I don't feel like the game was designed for that. The physics are weird. It is what it is. But at some point I've got to confront that stupid thing that I placed there. Alright, let's get to work on building this thing out.
And this cannot be the end. I'm trapped inside my mind. I'm lost inside my head. And the moon is pulling me, magnet out of my skin. The waves are coming down, ready to start again. And this cannot be the end. I see the other side. I'm lost inside my mind. The sun is guiding me, keeping my soul in my skin. The rays are coming down, ready to start again, start again, start again, start again, start again, start again, and this cannot be the day that we each go separate ways. Cut my wrist, bleed out my veins. The current sweeps me away, keeping my mind so enslaved. I wish that you could change. I wish that I could stay. The current sweeps me away. How can this be so real? I can't change the way I feel. Scars are how you truly heal. The current sweeps me away, freeing my soul from my chains. Cut my wrist.
Alright guys, the farm build is done for now. You can kind of see it up there. I'm going to back this guy out of this row. Kind of empty him with the auger wagon. What did we miss there? A little bit. Let's go ahead and get this guy emptied. We'll be running this load to the elevator. Alright, we're empty. Let's get this guy back rolling. Kind of surprised how much I'm getting out of this field, honestly, with it not being plowed, or needing plowed, and needing... I don't think it was fertilized. Actually, let's see if it was fertilized. So it needs plow, it needs lime, no fertilizer. Oh, okay, we had 50% fertilizer, and it's full of weeds, so I'm actually pretty surprised with what I'm getting out of it. Let's go ahead and hop in this tractor, go dump him off, and then I think I'm going to pull my old 70, I don't remember the number on it, 7000 series up there, and we're going to buy a pressure washer and get it washed off and park it for now. We're either going to park it, or we're for sure going to park the disc, but I might be having to run to the store and pick up a planter, because I'm going to need one. I don't have one yet. I'm probably going to end up moving this semi too. I bet he backs into it. Oh, barely. Just a little love tap. Alright. Let's get this unloaded. And like I said, we're going to run up there. I am going to move this semi though, because I don't want it screwing up my worker. I'm already pissed about Courseplay having to be on the outs. I really don't want to deal with crappy AI shouldn't say crappy. It's a lot better than it used to be, but there's still some room for improvement there, I feel like. Alright, let's pull this guy back over here out of the way. Alright, we're just going to park him there. Let's go jump in this semi and do the same. Probably just pull him up there on the rocks and the gravel. Dang, already 60% full on this. Another reason I was using Courseplay, or I used this trailer because of Courseplay, because it had, you can't really automatically run a double hopper trailer to the grain elevator and it dump like it's supposed to. So that was one reason I bought this trailer, which I'm glad I did. It's cheaper, it's a little bit smaller right off the bat, but it's not going to take a whole lot longer to, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this field on it. Maybe, might be close, but I bet that I'm not going to be able to. So we'll probably be making a big run, a full run, and then a short run, which I don't really care to do, but it is what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and get this guy put up, and put the disc up, and then we're going to be buying a planter to go pick up. Pretty happy with that. I could probably do a better job of detailing it, but I think I'll do that as we get further into the build. It's going to be a big grain operation with the cattle stuff out back, so I don't mind doing these big, wide, nice roads, especially with this big barn. Like, when I was building it, I was unsure exactly if I was doing it how I wanted to, with it, you know, there being all this space taken up, but I'm happy with it. I think it's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and put this dude in the back corner. Oh wait, I said I was going to wash it. Good thing I can turn around in here. Big enough. I have the perfect spot for the washer too. I think we're going to put it right there between these two yellow posts. Go ahead and buy that. Boom. It's like it was made for it or something. Prime spot to hopefully not get hit. Not that it really matters on here, but I'll try to avoid running into it. And you guys could correct me, but it almost feels like that if you move around, it gets washed quicker. Now, I could be wrong. You know, you could just sit in one spot. Maybe it's the fact that you're moving and you can't just sit there and watch it. But I almost feel like moving it around helps to make it disappear quicker. I'm probably wrong on that. I more than likely am. But if any of you guys know whether or not there's a difference, drop it in the comments for me. I'm curious to know if I'm right or wrong. Alright, spin this around and put it back in there. This barn's probably a little bit big to start out with, but oh well. I like it. I just downloaded it, so of course I want to use it. And when it does get dark out, when these lights turn on, it actually looks pretty cool in here because it's not too bright. It kind of looks like a big machine shed might. You know, one that you're not really using for a shop or anything. It's just kind of dimly lit. Looks pretty cool, especially with the 2019 Farm Sim like shaders and the graphics and just the way the lighting looks on this game. Looks pretty good. Alright, let's dump that there. Now I need to pick out my planter. I was going to get a drill, but I think to start out, it's not a big deal to run around with that disc and disc everything up. In fact, I might end up buying another one of these small tractors to use. But I'm thinking, just to save a little bit of money, because we are starting to dip down there a bit. I mean, I could run one of these, but sometimes I've had a hard time in the past filling them up. So maybe, I don't know, I haven't used any of the redone versions, I guess you could say. But this is a little bit big for that tractor, even though the horsepower requirement is right on the money. Just hooking it up, it looks a little bit wonky. So it'd be nice to do it, but gosh, I'm torn. I don't know what I want to do. And I could also, let's see, where's that? Planters. Could also pick this up. I really like this, but obviously it's a planter, it's not a drill. So we have to prep the field before we just go in and start throwing seed in the ground. I'm buying this one. I know it works with the AI. Works pretty well, so I think that'll be worth it. Alright, let's head back to the shop and get it picked up. Alright, and here we are. My new planter. Now, I probably need to buy a couple pallets of seeds as well as some liquid fertilizer because I don't have any way right now at the farm to fill that up. So I probably better do that while it's on my mind. Let's buy a pallet of liquid fert. And then a pallet of seeds as well. I don't know how much it's going to hold. I can't quite remember. It's been a minute since I've used this one. Oh, how convenient. Alright, so 3/4 of a pallet. That. Oh, that's a weird number. Okay, 1,676. So, a little over 3/4 of a pallet of seed as well. Alright, let's go ahead and get it back to the farm. Alright, we've made it over to field 89 with a new planter here. I'm just going to go ahead and get it rolling. I think I should probably go ahead and make a couple of headland passes in it. And just to make sure, because there is a ditch that surrounds this field. And I don't necessarily want my guy running out in that. That would not make my day any better at all. So, that being said, let's go ahead and knock a couple of these headland passes out. Go ahead and jump on the GPS track here, just because I'm that lazy for half the field. I'm trying to think of how I want to start him. I wonder if I can start it the way that I had it plowed when I had Courseplay in, if the AI will do that or not. I don't know if it'll snap that way. I guess that's something I'm going to have to try here. Alright, well, I'll see you guys when I get these done and we try figuring out if this stock AI is going to work or not. Alright, so we've almost made one full lap. I think I'm going to go ahead and round this east edge down here again. And once I get down there to the end, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can hire it and get it to run along that line I just put in there with the creek. I'm hoping that it will. We'll see, I guess. I didn't turn it all. I didn't try to follow the contour of the field to maximize, you know, how much I was putting in the ground, how many seeds I was putting in the ground, but I just went ahead and did a straight line, so hopefully that helps the worker. Maybe that'll give him something to follow. I don't really know exactly how that works. But yeah, once we get down here to the end, we'll just spin him around and see if that'll help or not. Alright, we just got to the end. Let's go ahead get started right here and see if it's going to do anything for us. Fingers crossed. Hit it. Oh, hey, it is working. Alright, I'm going to jump back over, get my combine put back into the corn, and then we'll hop back over there and see what he's looking like. I'm going to go ahead, just because this is a short little row here, I'm going to take this out. It looks like it's been having a little bit of trouble turning down here at the end, so just give it a little bit more room. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and start it on this row right here. I forgot to put a GPS on this, so once I start building on the farm again, when I add a shop, that'll be the next thing that gets added in. Alright, let's hire that out. Okay, go ahead and go dump this on the semi and see where we're at with that. So if you guys can see those hopper bins straight up in front of me that I placed along the back side of the barn, that's going to be my seed, solid fertilizer, and lime storage. I'm not going to put buy triggers at the house, or at least I don't plan on it. I'm thinking, just to be as realistic as possible, I want to have to haul that stuff in. Those things are a little bit big, but that's okay. It will get the Farm King auger out and then the backhoe underneath it to start getting stuff in and out of them. So that'll be good. That'll probably be the next episode. I'm going to start hauling all that bulk stuff in and getting it stored here at the farm so I don't have to keep going back to the shop and going pallet for pallet. It's not a whole lot of fun. Alright, 87%. I'm not going to be able to fit a whole other auger wagon load on there, so let's just go ahead and take this while everyone else is working. Actually, let's check this cat. Oh, cool, he made it. Didn't look like he skipped much either. Alright, sweet. Well, that's good. I am going to have to buy a seed tender probably before this is said and done and come down here and refill him, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with this. Cool. Alright, let's jump back over to the semi, run this down to the elevator. Check prices real quick and see which one we're going to. Okay, Horizon. Well, I'm going to the right. Now, I don't remember if I mentioned in episode 1. I want to say that I did, but I had bumped the prices on here. I bumped it on all the livestock to make it more profitable and not such a money hole. And then I also bumped it on, let's see, it was barley, wheat, and the corn, I believe. Those are all grains. They probably yield higher than everything else, but they weren't worth a whole lot, and I felt like I just didn't even want to do them because I wasn't making a whole lot of money off of it. So I wanted the crops to all be pretty equal, or the crops that I mess with anyways. So I went ahead and tried to make them as equal as possible. You know, I'm going to be straw baling after I cut some wheat here in the future, and I didn't want that to just be a little bitty profit gain. Once I hauled the wheat, I actually want to make it worth my while outside of the straw bales. So I went ahead and bumped on those. I don't feel like it's cheating. It just makes the game a little more even across all the different grain types. So, you know, you want to put them in the ground. I don't want to just plant soybeans, but if I was playing the game how it comes, that's probably all I would do. In fact, I know that's all that I would do because that's all I did before I started this series. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and dump this grain. Alright, so that was an almost full trailer load, and that brought us 96 grand. That's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. We'll be able to make some pretty good upgrades on the farm once we pick up a couple more fields and keep the harvest going. I want to get into cattle, rather, and it's a pretty big investment right off the bat. And like I said, I bumped the prices so it wasn't such of a loss. Like, I feel like it was almost impossible to ever get a return on them. You had to play forever and ever and ever and haul all of your slurry off and your manure off and sell it, and I'd rather just apply that to the fields in the future. So, like I said, I bumped the prices, but yeah, with that corn price being bumped, that will allow us to just expand on the farm quicker. So, yeah, I don't feel ashamed about that at all. So, alright. Hopefully nobody tears me up in the comments for it, but if you do, it is what it is. Also, if you do need help with it, I could make a video on how to change the prices, at least on this map. I'm sure it applies to all the maps. I kind of figured it out. But if you guys want help with changing some prices on Midwest Horizon to kind of do what I did, just even it up a bit, just, you know, comment and let me know if you want that, and I could totally make a video for that. Alright, I made it back to the farm with the International and the dump bed. Looks like my combine is either finished or almost finished this field up. So we'll go ahead and unload. Like I said, I was going to have to make a short run, or a basically empty run is what I mean by that, which is unfortunate. But let's go ahead and unload this combine, get it all dumped off, and we'll button up that field over there. We'll finish planting it, and then I need to buy a sprayer so I can start spraying for weeds, and then I think we're going to call it on episode 2 here. It's been a little bit of a nightmare for me to make, honestly. I filmed it yesterday. Courseplay screwed me up. I decided, okay, I don't want to give up on it yet, so we're going to try refilming. And then I had those issues today, and that's when I just said, I'm squashing it. It's not even worth it. I had to be selective with my mods, which I don't like to do. I love playing with all kinds of crazy mods, and it's easier just to hire these things out, do a little bit more work in the beginning, like putting a couple headland rows in, so you don't have to worry about the worker getting hung up, and then just do it that way. A little bit of a bummer, but like I said, maybe a blessing in disguise. I get to use more of the mods I like. Alright, Combine just offloaded on me. Looks like he's empty. We're going to run down here with him, and I'll get all the rest of this, whatever he's got left for me here. I'm going to run it back, put it in the truck, and then I think I'm going to take this tractor and go pick up a sprayer. Or, I tell you what, I think I know what I want to do. I'm wanting to buy another smaller 7000 series tractor. So that might be a good opportunity to pick up a small sprayer and go ahead and bring that tractor back with the sprayer here to the farm. Kind of get two birds stoned at once there. Alright, we're unloading the last bit of this corn I have here. It's almost done. Let's go ahead and pick up another tractor. Like I said, I wanted to buy another one of these. I think I'm going to get the smaller version. What's it allow you? 7,600. Yeah, we'll just roll it to 7,600. I am going to put a front loader attachment on this one. We'll do the duals. Global positioning, yes. Alright, there we go. Got that, and now we need a sprayer. Where's crop protection? Where you at? Okay. I'm kind of torn. I don't know if I want to go with a sprayer that... I kind of want to try this, to be honest with you, but I can't run these helicopter tanks on the tractor that I just bought. I did see some tanks on Facebook earlier on the Old Iron Facebook page, and I'm gonna have to find those because it fits the tractor that I just bought. I think for now, I'm just gonna roll with what do we got? Agco 1500, Mega 2200, 24 meters wide. Yep, we'll just roll with this one for now. And in the future, we're going to get a bigger one. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, we're going to end up with a self-propelled sprayer. I just don't know how far along we're going to have to be before we get one of those. Yeah, this guy's doing a heck of a job. Looks like I'm going to have to pick up a seed tender, though, before he's done. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it'll be close. I'll bet I just make it. It's 36% left. Yeah, I'll probably make it. I'm not going to stress about that too much. Right, let's buy some herbicide while we're here. Pallets. Herbicide tank. I know this one holds 2,200, so just go ahead and buy two of them, even though it's a bit overkill. I'm not going to get a whole lot out of that second one. And again, I probably need to place another liquids tank. I didn't even think about herbicide. Gonna be needing that. It's a pretty good looking model. Coming from the guys at Giants. It's got the little roller wheels on the bottom there. Looks like it might be a bit much for this tractor, but we're gonna run it. It'll be fine. Alright, it's full. Now it's time to get this back to the farm. Alright, so I just showed back up to the field here, and I think the thing with the weeds is you can't preemptively spray them. I think you have to wait. So I'm going to go ahead and park this guy here, kind of out of the way, and I'm going to jump in this other tractor and go ahead and finish this up. And then I believe it's time to put the combine away for the season, kind of get rolling on all this. Now I have a question. What is the best way to tend to this seeder or this planter? So obviously you've got the seed tender that comes with the game, and then I have the 24-foot PJ that has the field support tank on it. Is there like an all-in-one system that I can pull with the pickup somewhere someone could point me to that allows me to, without stacking pallets on, fill a tank full of seed, like some type of seed tender deal, as well as maybe a small liquid fertilizer tank, so I can chase this with one vehicle and not have to have a whole convoy of support vehicles to get this guy finished once he's, you know, in a big field. Like, obviously it's not going to last forever. This isn't that big of a field, and I'm running low on seed. So yeah, if someone can point me to that, or at least tell me what you guys are doing. I mean, obviously, if there's nothing out there, there's nothing out there. But it'd be nice to know what you guys are doing. I feel a little bit on the dark on that. So, yeah. All right, I think this does it for episode 2. I'm gonna hop over real quick and park that combine, and then we're out of here. Calling it a day. Alright, so I just dropped the header on the trailer. I'm going to back this up and head it into the barn. I think we're going to call it a day here, even though it's 1:48 in the afternoon. Sun is shining. I should probably stay working, but we'll just say it's a Sunday. We're busy, and we're just going to go ahead and take a little break. Just go ahead and park this here in the back out of the way. Alright, we'll see you guys. Thanks for watching.